Hello, this is Beranie.
And Pred, hello.
Hi, Pred. We have not abandoned this Let's Play. It's a continuation from something, I don't know, when we did this last time, 3 months ago?
Yeah, sometime before Christmas, I don't know.
Probably something like this, yeah. And I actually played in January.
Hi.
Oh,
What
okay.
you're seeing right now. So I don't have the recollections, perfectly in front of my mind's eye, but I guess we will get into it.
Yeah, very fast, probably, yeah.
As we go along.
Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, we will have dinner with our friends.
To be honest, I don't really remember.
You don't remember too much, right?
Yeah, I don't remember too much, probably because I didn't play myself, so...
Yeah. I think what we did last time was we found out that the murder was some... Well, let's check this out first.
Okay.
I think it's story relevant.
Oh, he's the guy that's making the sandwiches. The good
Yeah.
tasting ones.
So, what exactly do you want to talk to everyone about?
This case goes deeper than you think. The townfolk may have heard about the murder, but they don't understand it. It's a very dangerous situation, and I need to warn them properly. I hope most of them are decent enough to come.
No problem there. Emily has made all the arrangements.
I've told everyone to gather around between 1500 and 1700.
Great.
Yeah, this is actually extremely convenient because we will have the opportunity to talk to everyone.
Oh, okay.
And, get all the information that we forgot.
All citizens
Oh.
to warn them. However, seeing this, the aliens attacked the hall and wiped them all out together.
Is that relevant, Agent York?
The way they kill is fantastic. They used a combination of balloons and meat sauce for exploding heads. Those aliens start firing their death rays and heads start popping. Splat! Really quite something.
Agent York, some of us are trying to eat here.
I know, Emily, I'm one of them. Well, anyway, your cooking is the best, Thomas. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, exactly. We have the whole town in the town hall talking to us about the whole situation, so we can, brush up on our
Oh, that's great.
knowledge about the situation. Well, the last thing we did, I think, was in the lumber mill, investigation in the lumber mill, and because I think Anna was murdered there.
Oh, okay.
So we tried to find out about the murder, and we met the raincoat killer. He tried to kill us, and we got away in the last second. And I can't really remember the evidence that we found, but I think we will, we will get into all of that. I hope, at least.
Yeah, kind of scary that I don't even remember the raincoat killer part, but I probably will.
Oh yeah, I think so. You
very
will.
Fast. Maybe should have watched the last part. Let's play before.
Maybe we should have. You remember the tree of Anna, the tree where Anna was found by the twins. We were there too, and we were finding evidence about some girl in, I think, high heels, and the killer. I can't remember.
I remember we found her diary or something, right? And
Yeah,
there
something
was
like that.
This girl mentioned.
I don't know if we found a diary, but we found something. We found photographs, definitely.
Yeah, the big problem is I watched like True Detective, the series.
Yeah.
And there's so many similarities between these two.
On stage like this since
Oh yeah, okay.
So I kind of mixed up. Maybe it was in the series.
I can imagine that's a problem.
That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you, all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan, from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl. And to bring the one responsible to justice. Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story.
Well, that's something that we established, that there is this folklore in this city about this raincoat killer.
You should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Yeah, the two cats are fighting right in, into your boom stand, mic stand. They're kind of aggressive. So she's someone we haven't met before, I think.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Oh, wasn't he like the boss of the town? He like owns everything and stuff like that?
Yeah, you're right. He was like this mysterious big financier, capitalist guy.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zack, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
It's awesome. Now we can question all of them.
Yeah. We can and we have to, actually.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
Yeah, I remember like that one girl, the friend of Anna, she locked herself inside the cupboard. Wasn't that something like that? Or her boyfriend did? Like in a room?
I know what you were talking about. We did find her diary
in her room.
and she was mentioning her like friend and
Some kind of ritual, right?
yes, or I think it mentioned a stranger
I
and
forgot to ask.
a Q.
You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
And
that powder everybody's consuming, the red powder.
Could you show
Exactly.
it to me, please?
What?
yeah, the red powder, the red plant is something that like goes through this story like a red
This is
line.
vital for
Okay.
our investigation.
That's something you can say. I don't know.
Okay, if it's gonna help you any.
But yeah, we did the side quest with her friend and the boyfriend of her friend, which turned out to be like a drug courier.
Yeah.
But aside from that, did it tell you anything? It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
You ought to see that tattoo, Zack. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I know when you got that done.
Oh.
All the way through the 80s.
Well, isn't like the sheriff called George?
Oh.
That was my first thought. I don't know if that's...
So you think he's gay, or...?
Well, it seems like it. Kind of fits, you know, the
cliche. He likes
the cliches.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is.
This is so weird, right?
It's weird because
But if you, Mr. York,
seems like one of the sides is not on, you know? Like the one left or right.
Yeah, but it's just in-game sound mixing, sound design.
so
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, that is pretty bad.
I'm really sure about that, yeah.
You know,
And it's,
but there's some reason why
yeah,
you
it's
can't tell
crazy bad sometimes.
Maybe he's deaf on one ear, you know?
The sound mixer, sound engineer, maybe, yeah.
No, the main character, you know? Maybe
Oh, yeah,
he's deaf
so
on
it's
one
all
ear.
intentional.
Yeah.
That would make sense. No, but I had to, like, put up the voices in game,
pay close attention.
I don't know,
to signs.
100% extra volume and put everything down
Small they may be,
a hell lot
still are fine
to be able to hear everything.
to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
And then at some point it's still screwed up.
Me and Zack, we know what we're doing.
So one thing I've been asking myself is, like, the music, is it completely random? Because at first I thought, you know, it's like they're for like certain situations they play a certain song, but it seems to me they have 3 songs and they play it like over and over again. It doesn't really matter what's happening at the moment.
Yeah, that's an impression you could get. Thing is, the soundtrack actually has like 25 to 30 songs or something, but they kind of use these 3 songs you're talking about all the time, and they don't necessarily have to fit the mood. You're absolutely right. But they do vary it sometimes.
Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
She doesn't look too happy.
No.
She looks kind of like alien face.
Yeah.
Horse face.
Horse face. Horsewoman.
Horse. The goddess of horses.
What's her power?
Oh, but there you go. There was a new piano lounge, jazzy song, and a new character also. I think she's the sister of Thomas. The guy who cooks for everyone in the police
deputy,
station.
Whatever.
Yeah. And I don't know where we are going now, but we will meet some new characters. Not only her, but some more.
Oh, he served a nam.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
Yeah, you nailed
That's
it.
war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happen in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zack. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is all the insignia on his thing.
Oh.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Yeah, that's something we actually already did with the side quests in the beginning.
Okay.
And also I like that they come to this
Are you getting
place
closer
in
to
their
catching the murderer?
hospital garden.
Hello
Yeah.
again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zack. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
He's afraid from a ghost that he just saw in the room.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that all the characters, or most of the characters, are like cliche small town folk, right? Like everybody, except maybe the doctor because he's black. That wouldn't be cliche, probably.
Yeah.
Way around, okay.
Yes, pretty much.
Doctor's kind of portrayed like some kind of genius.
People.
Yeah.
I thought city folks were used to things like that. There's lots more people.
Very young and
Well, that's true.
unexperienced, but still.
But I started simplifying things a bit. Here's my new way of thinking. It's simple, really. There's only 3 types of people. Criminals, victims, and investigators. Everyone else are just vegetables. Vegetables called other people.
You really are strange.
Quint, you're here too. I didn't think you were the town meeting kind of guy.
A friend of mine was killed, you know, man? I'm not letting this one go quietly. I'll do anything to help you catch the scumbag who did this.
Thank you. But vigilance is not justice. Nothing good will come from desiring simple revenge.
Oh, come on, I'm not that stupid. But I'm frustrated a bit just thinking that there's nothing I can do about it.
We each have a role, purpose in life, raison d'etre. Don't forget that.
I know. Just don't preach to me. You're sounding like my old man.
Zack, wow. I'm in shock like a weasel in an electric chair. He just made me realize that I must be getting old.